Welcome, Lights Out family, to episode 8 of the Out There podcast. Wow, 8 episodes. How time flies. And
It's already been 8 episodes.
yes, so today, myself, KK, we have Sonia, now back in Singapore. And we got Cici in his nightclub. Balcony, like look at nightclub. Very nice backdrop.
It's a very nice backdrop, yes.
Yeah, it's very nice backdrop. Yeah, and he look like whenever he sit this location, he looks especially young. I don't know why. I think he found his elixir of youth from his house. So yeah. Chichi, you want to say anything to our viewers because we missed you the last episode?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Hello to everybody. I'm apologize if I didn't join the last podcast. So here I am right now.
Yeah.
You can see me, but I can't see you.
Okay, so this episode this episode, once again, we went for another Parabex with the paranormal consultants. And to all the audience, for me personally, this might be the scariest episode yet. So please stay tuned. Okay? Yeah. So as usual, we have some viewers comment. Actually, one, that's all. Let me get the comment. Okay, it's from...
Only one comment.
No, I mean one good one. There are some.
Okay.
I mean, all are good.
The controversial ones. We should talk about we should talk about the controversial ones.
We should talk about controversial.
Yes, we should.
But first, from at CCMissy8079, because we have Achik from the TPC, the last episode, and he shared his first paranormal entity encounter at the Bukit Batok. So from CC Missy, she said that I think we all have that one encounter that cannot be explained and stay with us forever. So I did as well during the Halloween special, remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and also further on, she mentioned about the Lights Out Ghost Story should organize a ghost storytelling session in the dark around a campfire. I think that's a great idea. I need to bring this up to Joe, and maybe we can go to the vortex of hell to have some ghost story sharing session.
We did.
Speaking
of which, we did do that after the Halloween walk, where we all sat around and we recounted our own personal experiences.
Yes.
Over some hot drinks, we had some snacks, but that's exactly what we did, and we did it in the best possible place for that sort of sharing.
Yeah,
my neighborhood.
Yeah, we had a walk around Canberra and Sembawang during the eve of Halloween. Yeah,
that's right. So, it's something that I do every year. Every year I have a Halloween walk. Usually it's based on flora and fauna.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first time ever, I have departed from that into something a little bit different. Correct or not, Cici?
Yeah, I got cheated on the first time.
What cheated?
That's an interesting bit of history. Cici, you should share that.
What? Share.
The origin story of how.
Yeah, because the original one, I think, is in 2022.
It was still COVID. It was still COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
So Sonia, I think she posted something about Halloween Nightwalk. So me as a paranormal person thought that it will be like, wow, we're going to find a ghost, we're going to find some entities, but
so
it's all about flora, fauna.
Scorpion, find spider, find gecko lah.
Yeah, but
high and low for the
yeah.
COVID was 2020. Was it 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
2020, 2021. Or was it 21 and 22?
Yeah, I think we had 3 years ago. 3 years ago? The first one?
I think it's been about 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I launched a walk, and it was based... My walks are all usually flora and fauna, right? And Cici signed up thinking that it was going to be a paranormal walk because it's Halloween and it's at night. Unfortunately, he ended up on a walk which was filled with so many sightings of things like pythons, pit vipers, samba deer, even mouse deer, but not a single entity. So he signed up for a paranormal walk, but got flora and fauna instead.
Uh,
But what started from there became a partnership,
yes.
between Chichi and
Between
I.
Chi.
That is the origin story, because we did projects together after that. Uh, and he still is very much involved in many of my programs and many of my
Yeah.
I think
activities.
that's where the hashtag of where is City came about, because I
Yes.
will be far away behind.
Yeah, I end up always asking, where is Chichi? And
Actually,
yeah,
from my walk with you and your cohorts, with Yad and I think was Saleh or something, or who else, you guys are all the same. When you guys move, you're not, you're like roaming around, but you know why where you are. But for the main people of us walking, we can't find. Because where's Yad? Where's Yad?
so that's
But
how we all get our hashtags, right? Like mine is Sonia somewhere. Mine, I'm always
we
somewhere
always
here.
leading is
Yeah.
the people sweeping behind that. It's hard to find out where they are. But
Mm.
for the audience, it's like this is one very interesting. They call it what weekend, the Wanderers Walking Date or something. So it was a nice little session that we had, walking, chatting, sharing ghost stories, which is very uh, which really works with our podcast with this platform as well, and also meet people who have the same interests. So
Yes, that's
once
right.
again, I will share the Telegram group. Come and join us. Yeah,
Yes,
if you want.
please. We
Yes.
don't just we don't have one type of activity. We have
Nope.
many different types of activity. There's something for everyone. And we always say that, having a sense of adventure, that mindset, it is an attitude towards adventure, towards life, being adventurous with life. So as
You
long as it's something new,
you wouldn't know how adventurous you are. I never uncovered that within myself as well until I met you.
you're a very good example.
Yeah. So always it's like a new testing yourself. Then
Pushing your own personal boundaries, your comfort zones, stepping out of those comfort zones.
yes.
So yeah, so everyone is welcome to try the different things that we offer,
Yeah.
that we do.
You never try, you never know.
Yes.
Then for all the great works that Weekend Wanderers, especially Sonia, had done for the platform, to the community, she has during the 3rd of November on the Barita Hassan the
Berita
newspaper.
Harian.
Yeah,
Right.
there was a
Berita Hassan,
full
not
page
Hassan,
of
there's no
articles.
Hassan here.
Oh, how you call it? How you
Berita
Berita.
Harian.
Berita Harian. Sorry. Yeah, there was an article which we will share in this video as well of Sonia being interviewed by some reporter. Which what? Sorry, the article is about her interest and hobby in hiking and urbexing, right?
Adventurous life. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
it was
yeah.
it was quite it was an honor to be
Mm,
interviewed for that. The backstory of that is
mm-hmm,
someone from within Brita Harian had come on one of my walks, and
mm,
uh, thankfully he was suitably impressed, and they decided to feature me in an article.
yes.
Now it began. Thank you, so shy.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, the conversation was about mountaineering, hiking,
Mm,
because I do so many different things.
all
So the
right. Yeah.
conversation was very long,
Mm,
but she chose to focus on urbexing,
mm,
right? The urban exploration aspect of what it is that we do.
yes.
And perhaps because it's not very normal, it's not quite as common as hiking or trekking is. And she focused on that, and eventually it became the main body of that interview.
Mm,
And I think it's also a little bit unusual because I go to many exotic places in my travels. And if I come across an opportunity to urbex, I will take it, right? I will take
mm,
it.
yeah.
And so they focused uh, on that. Like I've been to Ecuador and
Uh-huh.
I urbexed an abandoned ship in the Galapagos. How many people can say they've done that, right? So maybe
It's
that's why they
the
they
the ship is
chose.
grounded on the Galapagos.
Yes, it is. It
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been to a ceramics factory in Spain.
Yeah.
So they featured this. I mean, I'm very honored. I'm very thankful for that. And you know what the best part about it was? Chichi, he bought the newspaper. He said that he was the first one there and he bought the newspaper. And because the thing is, the interview was done in English. They will translate it into Malay because Berita Harian is the national Malay
National Malay
newspaper.
paper. Yeah.
So whatever you read in there is a translation because my Malay is like Pasar Malay. I only know how to go market and buy things. But beyond that, I cannot converse in such high level Malay. So I actually did not read the article. I just roughly know what it's about. But if nobody translates for me, then I'm a little bit lost lah. But it was such an honor for Chichi to have bought the newspaper, and he posted it on social media and all of that. And he gave me the newspaper. He said, "Go laminate this." So
Yes. Yeah.
yes. So thank you so much, partner.
Yeah. So it also hopefully will open up this our platform to other mainly the Weekend Wanderers, the platform to more like-minded people to join us. Yeah. So this when we talk about vaccine, we conveniently lead to what we talk about Parabex.
Yes. So
Yeah.
how there's this beautiful origin story of how Parabex, the term even came about.
Yeah.
We were Chichi is the one that made that suggestion. He said, "What about the word Parabex?" Because the paranormal and urbex are two disciplines that are very closely linked.
Yeah.
Very closely linked. Where you have an abandoned building, more often than not, you are going to find paranormal activity. So, and that is how the term Parabex even came about. It was Chi-Chi's suggestion, and we took it and we ran with it because how perfect a term.
Yeah, I think because for us Abexers, we do go to abandoned places. We do feel this kind of presence, but we need some kind of like proof. That's why we bring someone who are expert in this thing to be together with us.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's how the involvement with TPC came in, and then in that collaboration, that's what we do, right? So the Parabex trips are when we once a month we go overseas to urban exploration locations, and we have a night activity
Yes.
with an investigation tied into it.
Mm.
So that's, and then how many have you come on already, KK?
The second one.
Second one already. Twice
Twice
already. So you're the best person to talk about it now that you've come.
Definitely, yes. Yeah. That's why I mentioned at the start of the show. Yeah, this particular Parabex. Chichi, where did we go? Can you tell the audience?
We went to Batam
Yes.
for the previous one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, I think I have to applaud to KK and someone like Sara who are not into this kind of like night activities. But when we on them, KK, you do some isolation. No, I'm not going to do that. But at last, I have to convince you.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well done.
Okay. To do the isolation needs a lot of telling myself that let's do it. For me, it's because for the show, partly for the show, but also partly I'm feeling comfortable with the people around me.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So kudos have to be given to the likes of Achik, Arai, Ami, as well as Sonia and Cici and Chacha and Ida. All of the people within the Parabex group give such reassurance in. And last episode we talked about the safety, which we will talk about later when. Yeah. So because if without that assurance of you are being safe, maybe with the not maybe with the place, but with the people you are with, they'll ensure. Yeah, then you have the confidence to go for it. That's my point of view. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's what we're there for. That is why we have the daytime recce. The daytime recce is so that the participants have an opportunity to identify where the danger areas are. You see everything in daylight. You know, I cannot stress that enough. And you go with us. The people who are familiar with these locations, we're also very familiar with the protocols that are very necessary for such exploration.
Yeah.
So it's not, and I always say this, it's not an activity for everyone, but if you have an open mind and you are curious, then
Yeah.
by all means come join us. And like what
Perhaps.
KK said, it is safe. You feel safe because we do things in advance
Mm,
to ensure your safety.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because like as we talk about urban exploration, like you won't go to this place, you won't go seek out these places on your own. You won't know the backstory of these places, yeah,
Um,
and how everything tied together. So in this Parabex, as Chichi mentioned, we went to Batam, uh, and we have a few location. Okay, let me start with the one on after the night, because the whenever the one with the day recce and the night activity, that will be always the
the
Mm.
the
The main
main.
one.
main event of our talk. And this one, even talking now, I'm starting to feel shaky, but cool. Then, but okay, for on the second day when we were about to depart, we went to a few locations, and it's a very interesting place. There's a discotheque.
Yep.
Yeah, it's located on the slope. Chichi, remember when we on the
On
grab?
the Grab.
Ah,
Yeah, even
what did you
even
tell
that
the grab driver? What did the grab driver ask you?
the driver was asking me what are we going to do down there. I said no, there's a abandoned discotheque down there. What abandoned discotheque? Then when we arrived the place, say you all really going inside.
Oh,
I think most local also doesn't know much about this place. So
yeah, because the
even
place.
the driver, I think all the Grab driver that the three of us took, all
Mm,
asking us why we going to this kind of place.
Yeah,
mm,
they were surprised.
yeah. So maybe one of you can give a backstory of this discotheque, which link with some other locations.
Me,
Go,
Chichi,
Sonia,
please.
please.
Where it? Oh, wait. This okay. So I mean, this disco has been closed, I think since 20 was it
Early 2000,
2018?
right? Was it early
I
2000,
2000?
think
2008,
2000.
Yeah.
2000, yeah,
So
Very
2008.
20 over years.
okay. Long ago. There. Long ago, there was a discotheque and it shut down and closed down because it caught fire.
Mm,
And not it's not called fire. There was a literal fire in this place, and it closed down. Now, why this place is of interest is they used to have KTV hostesses,
mm,
and it's a place of vice. Okay, it's not a clean kind of a music
Yeah.
place. And where there has been places of vice, it is said that entities like that sort of energy where wrong is being done, they're happy when humans or people are doing bad things.
mm,
It is yeah. And then of course, true enough, when we went there, even though we went in the daytime, it was a place filled with a lot of darkness.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not my first time there. The first time I went there was a specific area I felt something. The second time that I went in there, again, same place, and it was corroborated by Amy, who was with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "There's something down this hall." And I didn't say anything till I was away from it. And I told her, "This
Was
is
it on the
the
second level?
exact, yes, it was the exact same spot that I felt it the first time I went. Second time is the same one. The first time I was with Chichi. You know that
Mm,
hallway? The one with the KTV rooms on the right
Yep.
hand side? Up that big staircase? Same place, same feeling. And Amy also said so. She said, "There's something down here." I said, "Yep, twice already." So, and then now to have another person, and I didn't say anything. I didn't say, "Oh, there's a vibe here." I did not open my mouth. So for Amy to volunteer that information only corroborated what I had felt this trip and the last trip that I was with
mm.
Chichi.
Mm.
And this place, even the first floor, they have really some very dark corner. Even daytime,
Mm.
of course, there are windows and everything. Uh, no, I mean natural sunlight comes in at some points, but there are some corners that are really dark. You
Mm.
can feel I don't want to walk near these places. Then we went ahead to level 3 of this discotheque. Then I was like looking through level 3 is like a place where people stay, reside, you know. So I was asking Achik, who was bringing us a walk around, and he knew a bit some of the stories with regards to the owner who had a squabble with his partners, and there was a story of people being murdered to link to this establishment. But on this level 3, what we see was like rooms. How I know it's room because there are a lot of tiles that look like bathroom. So it's like,
I would think it's more like
KTV
you,
room.
yeah, they are
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
KTV
because
rooms,
normally all the KTV rooms are equipped with toilets.
yeah, true. Yeah.
and
But
I would think that if whatever hanky panky happens in those
true,
rooms,
yeah. That would be that also. Yeah. And we also suspect could be where they house some of their hostesses, maybe.
in the
Yeah.
villa behind in your second location.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So after this big discotheque, there's another walk up slope to, you call it a villa, but
Yeah. It's
truthfully,
a
I
villa.
can tell it's more like a semi-detached. So it's really not that big. Yeah, it's really not that big. But nice place, very good view. But there's two of them. There's
Yeah,
two of
side
them. Yeah,
back to back.
back to back. Then the strange part is that behind the villa, there's this storage area like a garage. I don't know, you guys. It's below
Yeah.
the pavilion. Supposed to be a pavilion. You can see the Soviet beam of the pavilion. Uh, Underneath this is the wall is like a cave. Very strange place. Anyway, I we will show in this video. Then the pool is also like algae filled and everything,
The
but
pool has
Mhm.
got frogs.
we didn't see frog. It was very hot day.
Got
Yeah,
frogs. Got
yeah.
frogs.
So, but uh, from Achik, it's like these are like the hangout place, like a retreat for the owners, the two owners. So there's a two units. When after maybe they got drunk and they stay over here with
That's
their.
where the hostesses were housed eventually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So beside this villa, we walk back to the discotheque. Then there's another establishment also linked to the discotheque. It's a hotel. And this hotel is actually quite near the main road, so a lot of people will see it. Then it's nice place, not that cluttered like the main hotel that we went for the day before. But the scary part is that there are homeless people.
Homeless people.
Yeah,
Yes. So that is another reason we always emphasize do not urbex alone because you don't know if there are people. Stop. See, I can see exactly what he's doing.
Somebody called me.
uh,
What from the balcony? Uh,
but
so
you guys,
anyway, yeah. So that's why we emphasize safety. Like, do not urbex alone. I know why Gigi did that because sometimes when I travel, I am alone and I have no choice. But I
yeah,
do let everybody know, hey, this is where I am, this is where I'm going to be, and I'm in constant contact at all times because there is no other way, especially if I'm traveling without my usual crew, without my team,
mm, mm,
without my partner.
mm.
And then there's no choice because some of my other travels, the people that are on that travels are not into urbex. It's just
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then I bo pian. I have, I go by myself, lah, but I let people like Chichi know, like this is where I am, this is what I'm doing,
Mm,
and uh, yeah. So my partner knows exactly. My urbex partner knows exactly
mm,
where it is that I am and what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
like you said, this is not the kind of thing that you should be doing alone.
yeah.
Mm.
So we,
Correct,
But for
Chichi?
the first time that I've been to that hotel
uh,
itself, I think we encountered a lot of homeless people also.
oh,
Because
Yes.
whenever we walk, we
uh,
would just inside the room they were sleeping.
oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
So are
so
these
we
people?
normally we don't bother them.
Yeah
As
lah.
long as we don't bother them, it's okay.
Yeah,
But
but there is a real danger if, like in India, the reason that I was not allowed, this one I spoke about this in the last episode, that I was not allowed by my traveling party to go urbex because
mm,
there are drug addicts as
oh,
well as homeless people in
Mm.
many of these abandoned places.
yeah,
And I, as a woman, if I were to venture into
yeah,
these
yeah,
places alone, then it may not be the safest of situations. So
definitely.
You see Chichi smiling, because he told them, don't let Sonia go.
No lah, but you should know the underlying danger as well yourself.
Underlying danger is underlying danger, but you know me, and I am not one of those that scare easy. So
No, it's not about being scared easy. It's like, but
anyway,
yeah.
I wasn't allowed, and the warning that Chichi gave my traveling party was scary enough lah. I was held back at all times. Every time I saw a building, I went, oh my god! And then Sarah would be like, no, Chichi already said you cannot go, you cannot go. I'm like,
yeah. The fit Sara, and he's fast enough, so don't worry.
yeah,
But
and he's strong enough to hold me back.
yeah.
So
But this, I'm about to tell you guys, like, okay, there are three of us who went for this. We walk up the hotel itself. So on the first floor, we already saw a bike there. So there was definitely a homeless guy there, and he's making a lot of noise, and very disgruntled kind of noise. So then we were wondering, it's like, because the main lobby, you go up, there's stairs. There's another stairs at the other side of the corridor. So we are
Yes.
wondering, should we go by the other side in case he get hostile? Then before we did anything, he right away on his bike lah. So, and also when we go out, right, from the main staircase, there's a left and a right. So on the right, audibly I can hear a lot of shuffling, like people are staying there. I said, no, let's not go there. Yeah. So we walked by the other side that is luckily nobody occupied. But as you mentioned for urbex, I'm really actually more scared about homeless people who are staying there. Don't know what are their intention, if they are taking drugs or they're under influence of alcohol or drug. We really
yes.
don't know what is their
We don't know what they're capable of, you know.
Yes.
If they feel like you are trespassing on
Yeah.
their property,
Yeah.
goodness knows what they would do to defend it.
Yes. Yeah. So that's a very interesting place. Yeah.
So that was day 2, and you
Day
had 3
two.
locations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling so well.
Both of you.
And yeah.
Yeah.
But I have an
But
interesting. Yeah, go ahead, Chichi. You were saying?
Go ahead, Sana, first. Yeah.
No. I was saying that I have an interesting theory about both Chichi and I being sick, but we will talk
Yeah,
about that
please.
later when yes. Chichi, you were saying something.
I
Please
just
go ahead.
want to ask KK whether he go to the back of the hotel itself where there's a row of villas which is being abandoned.
Oh,
They
this
didn't.
hotel itself?
Yeah.
Behind the hotel
Behind is
itself.
like a vegetation. There's like they have like
A lot.
some
Yeah.
rundown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go because firstly, the place are swamped with mosquito. Okay. Then secondly, on the floor we saw a python skin peel off. Oh, shit. No. Get out.
Yes.
Get out of here. So yeah, we didn't. I took a picture and that's it. Yeah. Because at the start we didn't dare to walk by that place because the guy with the bike was there. So we really didn't dare to venture towards that. Yeah. But it's an interesting place lah. But the place sting lah. Because they're
Yeah.
burning
All the
garbage.
rubbish.
Then you got a lot of monkeys. You know these monkeys, they will try to snatch your things, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of monkeys. That time when we went, there's
No.
they don't have any.
We didn't see
monkeys.
any.
Yeah.
We didn't see any.
Okay. All right. Then let's go to the main event.
Main body of events.
Yeah. So this episode we call it the Shadows of Batam. So we came with the intention of visiting this particular hotel. Maybe Chichi, you want to share some history, the story of this hotel? We don't say the name, we don't tell where the place is, but the history of this hotel.
There's a lot of death happening in this hotel, as what being told by the caretaker itself. So I think you want to talk about
when was it?
Hey, I want to drink water. Now it's Gigi's turn to talk. I busy.
When did they stop operation this hotel?
In 2008 or
2008?
Because there's a lot of
long
name
time
changing.
ago.
Yeah. There's a lot of name changing on this hotel itself.
Yes, so it has changed hands several times. It was one of the It was one of the earliest hotels in
in
Batam. One
Batam.
of. It wasn't the earliest, but it was one of. And I mean, to have all those details at our very fingertips, of course, we're not gonna be able to. But it had changed hands several times, gone through name changes, and it was owned by one of the richest men in Indonesia.
Wow.
And then, of course, he got into some trouble. This particular asset was taken over by the Attorney General Chambers. So it is now property of the Indonesian government
Hmm.
and has just been left.
Yeah.
However,
So I think,
it
yeah.
still guarded. There is a
Yeah.
caretaker.
Hmm.
I think there's a few hundreds of rooms down there,
Hmm.
equipped with, I think there's a small casinos. Then there's a KTV underground.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Chichi, you were right. 2018. Was it you that
18.
said 2018? 2018.
Yeah.
2008. 18.
2018.
Oh,
What
that's
it?
not so long
Stop
ago.
operation.
Oh, after changing hand a few times, lah.
Yeah, it stopped operation in 2018. So,
Yeah.
yes, like what Chichi was saying, the facilities that are there. But what is most interesting about that place is, and has to be, the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this, to help us with, because it's just not just the three of us. We have a whole group of people who went with us with the Parabex the day recce as well as the night. So have invited two special guests who I made interview, who will tell their point of view of what they have seen. So let me share. Okay, it's first started with Ami Fox from the Foxy Oracle. Hi, we have Amy Fox from the Foxy Oracle. Uh, Amy and I went through the night walk at the abandoned hotel. So before we proceed with how she felt about the place, let her introduce herself and her platform. Amy.
All right. So, hello everyone. My name is Amy Fox. I'm the founder of the Foxy Oracle, whereby we share things about spirituality, positivity, quantum physics, metaphysics, psychology, and sometimes paranormal. So, when the paranormal part, this is where I meet KK for our Parabex trip.
Parabex.
Okay, so I've been in the spiritual field for more than 12 years now and still learning, still upgrading myself in that sense. So I have a lot of experiences, a lot of knowledge that I can share with people for those people who wants to know more and understand more about the spiritual realms, about all these things that is unseen per se. Yeah, so this is our first time doing uh, a Parabex trip in Indonesia. Okay, because usually our Parabex is in
Malaysia.
Malaysia, whereby I notice, right, the common things that I see for Malaysian Parabex trip, the spiritual entities will usually play with the equipments. Whereas for this particular trip, I'm not sure whether it's just in Batam or in Indonesia in general. They are much more hostile per se. They are much more aggressive per se. Because they do not, number one, they are very difficult to detect. So usually when it comes to any paranormal outing, yeah, for even Reiki, I will usually, as a spiritualist, I will usually Reiki the place first and see if I can connect to the leader of the domain. Okay, so that is where for the one in Indonesia, I cannot detect any specific entity that has a high level energy or is like so called the leader of the place. Lah. Okay. So that is where I'm like, okay, maybe this place does not have a leader.
Yeah.
However, the place, right, the energy feels very off. The energy feels very off to the point that I cannot sense whether it's a good energy, but there is an energy over there, but it's not bad either. It's just very dodgy. The word is dodgy. You cannot put a finger to it. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So even when I try to scan through my mind's eye, right, I cannot detect any form of spiritual beings or people say spirits. Like, I don't believe in ghosts. Yeah, by the way, I believe in spirits. So that is where when I was trying to detect, right, I cannot sense any or see any that is present, like really like in your face. No. So usually is the case whereby there were 8 of us, 10 of us,
9.
9.
Yeah.
So it's usually the case whereby we were walking linear, right, in a straight line. I'll be the last few to actually walk, and then I will usually see behind the second last person there will always be a shadow person that is flashing by. Just
Oh.
yeah, it's either that or they're just lurking like just looking, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't like this kind. I don't like this kind of
Oh.
this particular species because they are known to be very mischievous. They are known to be very malicious.
Anyway, that's her feeling about the place during the day recce. Maybe you guys want to share your point of view with the day recce itself. Chichi, do you feel
I,
anything when we were there in the day? Or
For me, I don't feel that much during that time. But what I experienced is during the previous trip that I went, I couldn't find the
way out?
exit way out because as you've been there yourself, there's a lot of exit point.
Correct. Yeah.
Am I right? But when I'm at the fourth floor, I've been turning around the whole fourth floor. I couldn't find any exit point also for
Mm.
me.
And this daytime or the night walk night stream you all have, right?
Yeah, that one is the night. The daytime I got it. I got it during the daytime itself.
Oh, okay. How about you, Sonia? What do you feel during the recce itself?
okay, so this particular hotel I have been to several times. I've done a recce prior with Chichi and Yat. We also had a live stream of Where is Chichi and a special
Edition.
yes, of that time. And the one that Chichi just spoke about, where he couldn't find his way out on the fourth floor, that spell that he was under was only broken when he saw me across the hotel on the third floor. And it wasn't till then that he found an exit out. And that was during the daytime. Okay? That was during the daytime.
Daytime and you
So
already
when
lost.
if the daytime experience was already so bad, we went back at night and you guys were watching us in that live stream of Where is Chichi. And my experiences were more in the ballroom,
In the ballroom.
not so much the hallways. Mine was in the
Oh, we will
ballroom.
talk about the ballroom soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my experience in this hotel, before we even went with you guys on this Parabex trip, on that very first trip that I went on, the attraction was the ballroom for me and a small little room that is just off the side or as you enter the ballroom. I could feel something calling me, drawing me into the back area, and something happened to you guys that will also corroborate what I
Correct. Yeah,
experienced
we
that first
will
time.
share the story soon. But
Yes.
the unanimous feeling about the day recce is that we don't we don't feel much about the place. I don't remember. I don't know whether you remember after the day recce, I mentioned to you that shit. Do we have enough content to share? If if this place is not the vibe is like not so bad, but boy, we were wrong lah when we go at night. It's a totally different thing. Okay, so beside Ami, we also I also interview with Sara, who is also the other participant of the Parabex. So we have Sara here, who was one of the participants of the Parabex 3, where we went on this the night tour of this abandoned hotel. So as usual, we have a day recce. Sarah himself has a bit of sensitivity towards the other realm. So maybe Sarah can tell our audience how sensitive you are with this kind of thing.
So hi, Lifestyle family. Good to finally see you guys on the show. So I did share my experience previously with another channel. Long time ago, I know I had certain issues with my house. It was a bit haunted and were greatly affected by those experiences. So you kind of pick up on those things, become more sensitive towards the other side. Maybe one day I'll share the experience again here.
Yeah, yeah.
We can go through that. But that's how I got my feeling. I'm not a sensitive person by from Sara. It was from my own
Experience.
such experience that I became more. Now after that, I did some spiritual, finding. I went to see a master, So you kind of pick up a few things here and there, and then you kind of grow into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
like, from young, because I stayed in Teban Gardens, for those who know lah, Teban is a hot spot.
yeah,
It's an extreme hot spot.
yeah.
So even if you're not sensitive, you will feel things there. You know certain things, certain smells, what to avoid, where to go, where not to go. So yeah. So that's how I got my radar lah, so to speak.
Yeah. So usually your radar, your feeling is like you sense a presence, or what kind of, some people could sense a presence. Of course, we can't really say we see anything, but if my own experience, which I will share the show, is that I personally I can feel my hair, the goose, the back of my neck.
Goosebump, yeah.
Yeah. So that is a positive sign. There's no extreme coldness that can trigger that kind of reaction. So in your case, what do you feel when we enter the hotel? Maybe the difference between the day recce and the night.
Okay, so maybe I'll start with the whole thing. I mean, how it went, and
let's proceed.
so that day I think we did 2 sessions, one in the morning, a day recce, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
As I think it's extremely important because when we went to that place, I mean, as you know, that place was totally run down.
Yes.
There was debris and there was a lot of rubbish and debris, and everything was broken up here and there because it's an abandoned hotel. It was an abandoned hotel in a certain part of Batam. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
And this was abandoned since 2018. So a lot of looters have come in. They have ripped the walls, ripped the copper, the wires. They have everything hanging. It's very dangerous. So there are a lot of wooden spikes there, a lot of a lot of nails hanging around. One bad step you can fall. A lot of dangers there. So the day recce was very important to make sure we knew the dangers, the danger spots, where to go, where not to go. We have a feel of the place.
Yes.
So when we first reached there, it was a day recce, so we didn't really feel much from the outside. It started to go in, you could feel a little heaviness in the air.
Yeah.
Of course, you can first write it off. Okay, this is just an old place. You just have the feeling. Correct. The air is a bit still. So that's the first impression you get. But then you move up to the second floor. So this hotel has 4 floors.
4 floors, yes.
The first floor lobby,
Nothing.
okay,
The
bit
pool,
heavy,
maybe.
nothing much. Daytime, we see all the broken things here and there. We get a safety briefing and still move out lah. Second floor is where the ballroom was. Now this ballroom is huge.
Yeah.
I think it's about 1800 meters by 1800 meters. It's huge. It's a huge ballroom.
I did make a video, so it will be inside this podcast.
Yeah. And that place, the vibes in that place, even daytime you can feel it. It was so heavy, and it was so like something's watching you. You just get the feeling something's watching you, and you always has eyes on you.
Correct.
There's no one there, but I feel like there's eyes on you. But that's heavy. Although we didn't feel anything else. We walked around. We saw all the drawings and all the obscenities they did, all the graffiti. So all the broken things, and we walked around the place. Just heavy, not too bad. We made our way to the 3rd floor, walked around again. It's a hotel, so it's like all those. There's a corridor after corridor, rooms on both sides. A bit creepy lah, but
yeah,
nothing much to report on. All broken room, broken doors, broken
the floor is repetitive lah.
Repetitive, just damaged things. So you can just watch out so you don't get hurt lah. Basically, don't get any injuries or anything to prevent any physical injuries lah. So just repetitive, nothing much. 4th floor, I did go to the 4th floor with Cici and Sonia. We did venture up a little roof area there.
Oh, okay.
A bit scary to go up, because the the ladder was made of wood
ladder, yeah.
wooden. It's a wooden, and I'm so big. I took a step like creak, 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 creak. It was a bit creepy lah, but okay lah. Made it through. Again, nothing
didn't
much.
step
Nothing much there. No feels, nothing. It was like a normal, exploring lah.
Fourth floor, you don't feel anything as well.
Nothing. Not in the daytime. Nothing.
Okay. So
Then we move on to the next building.
the other wing.
The other wing. So
Yeah.
so this hotel had two wings. The first building being the older one. And the second wing they built it much later. You can see the difference in construction. The newer construction, the newer designs. And they actually had like a pathway from the old wing to the new wing to the, I think, the third floor, right? If I'm not wrong?
Second floor.
Second floor. Okay,
Yeah.
so they had a pathway through. And when we went there again, the air was heavy, nothing much, we didn't sense anything negative there.
Yeah.
I didn't sense anything.
No,
I went there, I was like, okay,
the new
nothing
wing,
much.
if I actually don't feel anything at all. Actually,
Nothing.
To be frank.
Just, yeah. The daytime was all quiet. The only thing I saw was that the picture of all the spider webs,
Spider web, yeah.
the corridor, like the corridor with all the spider webs, so it looked kind of cool,
Cool, yeah.
But-
It's more imagery, like a rundown place that
Yeah.
rather than anything spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect place to film something like a horror show. Like, well, it looked like, a set for a horror show.
Yeah.
But other than that, in the daytime, nothing much. There wasn't anything to stop you or to freak you out. Yeah.
So that was Sara with his feeling on the daytime. So yeah, that was all what we felt during the day itself. So we proceed the night, prepare for the night. Then something, you guys started dropping out.
Yes, we were dropping like flies. Gigi was already not feeling very
The
well, right,
daytime,
Gigi?
right? After the recce.
After recce, I think not so bad. I think during the night time, after a few hours of work, and I think I have to get up from that place.
So yeah, then Sonia is the most shocking part from, because I was already inside the walk with Ami. Then we got a message that Sonia said, "Oh, I can't make it because I feeling really bad." Because the whole time she was with us in the day is perfectly fine. So is it coincidental? Because
So, this is where my theory comes into play. Now, because we know so much about this hotel already, there's been deaths in the swimming pool, there were drownings in the pool, and then, so much physical danger. But if the vibes were already so strong during the daytime, we knew it was going to be magnified at night. And also because we've been to this place at night, we are well aware of how different, how much worse it was going to be at night. Then with Chichi not feeling well, Chichi had from the onset already said he isn't feeling so good, but he went down anyway. We had that whole introduction. We were all there together at first, and Chichi had gone check something out, and later on he brought me when we were both still relatively okay. He brought me somewhere, and I would like Chichi to talk about that.
during the day,
The night.
oh,
Everyone had gone off to do their own thing. You had gone off with Amy already, and Achik and Arai plus Sara were the next to go in.
Right.
But Chichi wanted to show me something, so he brought me to the basement of the annex, the new building, the new wing, where there was a KTV
Underground.
Yes.
we didn't see this place.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I was told that during the person walk itself, when he entered the place, he heard someone calling out to him. Then when he entered the room itself, there's a lot of entities face looking at him.
The caretaker.
So, the caretaker itself.
The caretaker.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why I asked him, you show me the place, then we go and have a look at it. So when he brought me to the place itself, I feel like shit. This place is crazy. Yes.
Oh.
It's really crazy. So I decided to go up again. Then I called Sonia to check it out this place together with her.
So he brought me down, and I mean, completely palpable. The air is so thick, you can feel it, and it was just nuts. And I felt it the strongest in the toilets.
Yep. Sonia, did you send to KK the video on the place itself?
I have not sent any footage of it yet, but I will
during the
send
video,
you.
there's a lot of dust flying off.
Ops.
No lah, that's
But you
Yeah.
you need to see it, but I will send it
No,
to
but
you. But this was a section where the caretaker had seen faces on
Yep.
the ground, and this is after it was abandoned, as he was doing his rounds. And that's what he saw. And then Cici brought me there to have a look, and I couldn't stay in that place very long, not because of my physical ailments, but because of how heavy it was. Now, all of you know that I feel pressure in my sinuses, in my sinus cavities. I can feel pressure changes when I go to places like that. This one was so heavy, I did not feel it here. I felt it in the base of my skull.
Wow.
Now, that's very bad. And I told him, I said, I cannot be here any longer. I can feel myself draining of energy. And the pain was a physical manifestation in the base of my skull. And I told him, I said, I can't be
So
here any
after
longer.
this, then your body give up.
Completely. So when I went upstairs, we walked in the hotel a little bit because I was looking for you guys. And I couldn't. I just couldn't. I felt physically sick. I already was feeling cramps, stomach cramps. I wasn't doing so good. And I had already gone back to the hotel once, to the actual hotel that we stay at, come back to the Parabex location to continue. But after I was walking around looking for you all in the main building, after a while, I just couldn't take it anymore. I went downstairs and I told Chacha and Ida, who were seated near the guardhouse, yes, at the base. And I told them, I said, I just cannot. I have no more energy, and I'm just not physically well. And it was the same for Cici. So now I want you to think about this. Two of the most experienced, or the one who's most familiar with this particular location, are both not feeling well.
And during my interview with Ami, she mentioned that you guys supposed to provide us with the surrounding safety before we can proceed with our isolation and our walks. But if you guys were
if the two of us are taken out, I want you to think about this. Nobody else was as sick as Cici and I. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
I
What
think
are the
because
odds of that?
after I come out from the KTV itself, then I tried to go up to the fourth floor to walk alone on the fourth floor. But when I tried to go down to the second floor, I saw somebody down there. So I go up back to the fourth floor. Then I go to the third floor. I say, hey, somebody also down there. I cannot walk.
Okay.
So when I went back to the fourth floor, I think, I cannot. I really perspired like crazy. I think that's it. I have to come sooner that I need to go back to the hotel as soon as possible.
Okay. Speaking about the fourth floor, Ami has a fascinating story about fourth floor. Let me share with you guys.
That is where, actually, right, my advisor already say, after third floor, go down. They already tell me, third floor, go down, but I stubborn. I want to know what is on the fourth floor. I want to know.
Yeah.
So that is where, when we head to the fourth floor, the vibes is so off. It's it's really bad, man.
What kind of vibe you had on level 4? Because we are the only, at this point, we are the only one who went level 4.
Correct. You share with me first. What do you feel?
I think between us, or I remember somebody told me, suddenly like this place very cold, or the temperature like a bit different. Yeah, no, it's not like I feel that, but on level 4, right? I mentioned when we go by the same corridor, to the turn point, then you were asking whether should we turn. Then I have inside me telling me that no, I think we shouldn't go. Then
Correct.
once we turn back, right, I didn't dare to look at all the rooms on the left and the right. It's all dark. I mentioned the rooms are really dark. There were like by right, because the windows are open, right? There
Yeah, yeah.
should be some night light. No, but these rooms are really dark. I don't know why. Then I can feel well, I'm talking now, I feel my goosebumps. People are looking at us. You can feel I don't dare to look left and right. So say we move, then we regroup with them at the isolation point. That's how I feel. It's like level 4 really don't play around. Daytime don't have this
No
kind of
problem.
thing. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So that is where when we actually went on the fourth floor, right? I already felt the vibe is off, but I never share with you because I don't want to scare you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is where when we walk, right, there were a few obstacles here and there. But if you had noticed, right, there was this one part I turned and I said, okay guys, let's go back now.
That was the
Remember?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where thankfully my guides actually put a barrier between us and the other side. That's why we cannot see beyond.
Mm.
That's why we cannot see beyond. Because what I actually see what was beyond and it's terrifying. So imagine the third room, the big black creature, the energy is already so bad. So the moment when we step on the fourth floor, I could already feel that this impending sense of doom. So I'm like, alamak, what have I gotten myself into? But then I try to maintain as possible. Like, I don't want to be like, oh no,
Yeah, imagine you go hysterical. I don't know what to
die.
die.
So that is where when I turn left, I turn to the right. Even though it's like a veil. In a
Mm.
spiritual world, there is a veil. So from the entity's point of view, he cannot see us.
Okay.
That is why that thing never come towards us charging.
Yeah. So level 4 is not. If Chichi go out by himself, he walk the wrong way, he might enter some. He might encounter something lah.
No, no, I
Which he
think
already did in that first time.
I think the level
Ah, yeah,
4
went
is
first time. Right?
totally off the chart because when we go up there, it will play with our mind to go up.
Mm.
When there's a ladder, it will keep telling me, go up the ladder, go to the rooftop, go to the rooftop.
Yeah.
It will play with my mind, most of it on the fourth floor.
Yeah. This is corroborated with Amish. Along the way, she felt that she herself, like, I mean, being knowing all she have her own guardians and all this, right? She can feel that they are messing with her mind.
Yeah.
Like she's starting to lose it. It's evident I was there. So yeah, this is what happened on level 4. Every level in this hotel is so much different. Yeah.
Even there's one ladder that lead up to the roof,
Mm-hmm.
not the wooden ladder, the metal ladder. I think that time Sara was there also. Sara kept telling me, stay, don't go. I still go up.
Oh, that's
It
on level 4.
really mess up your mind on the fourth floor.
Yeah. So that because I think we are the first who went in, so we have time. We went to level 4. So in the interview, she said that her guardians already advised we don't go on level 4. Yeah. So
I don't know, the whole thing is just weird. It from the get-go, with both Chichi and I
Yeah.
being the ones who would have been on the ground
mm,
for you guys. Both of us are taken out. And I was so sick that I couldn't stay on site and I was so drained. I went back to the hotel. But if we had not done the day recce, it would have been so bad.
yeah. So beside the both of you who got it bad the next day, the whole night with the physical ailment, Arai from TPC, he also encountered something, and it really have a impact of him as well. Okay, so because he was walking by himself
Yeah.
during the night walk behind Sara and Achik, and he encountered something. Sara was around there, so he managed to have a first-hand encounter of what had happened. Yeah.
So we were out of the ballroom. I think we turned left and went up to the third floor to roam around the rooms, the room areas and the corridor areas. So remember what I said? The day recce was quite nothing there, like no vibe, nothing.
Yes.
At night, oh my god, totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. It was so creepy. It was like the air was so heavy. It was so dense.
Wow.
It was so heavy and dense.
Mm-hmm.
Total opposite. Total 180 on the daytime. It was like, there's something watching us. We always get the feeling something's watching us on the room or something. It was weird. It was creepy. It was very creepy. And nothing to do with the darkness or anything, just that you feel some eyes on you, at all times.
I have the same
Very
feeling.
creepy feeling. Very creepy feeling. So, we were going around the rooms. We ended up at this junction. This one junction where, the end of the corridor, where the left would be like the staircase up and down the staircase. There'll be one set of staircase. On the right is another passage to go to the other corner of the building. So we were at that junction there. All the door is a corridor, all the rooms. At the end is a junction where on the left hand side is the staircase. On the right hand side is another corridor. Yeah. So we reached there. We checked. We just randomly went to this one of the rooms. I felt very weird in one of the rooms. So we just went in and see, look at the damage and all that. Didn't see anything there. So we just came out. Then we made our way to the corridor, the other corridor. Went down, turned in, and at that point, Arai was just 20 meters behind us. He was doing his own thing, lah. But the moment we turned the other side, we heard Arai shout.
Oh.
We were like, then Achik suddenly run. I follow him as well, lah. And then we saw Arai like perched up against the wall like that.
Oh.
Like in a defensive position, like perched up like that. Then, because our first thought, hey, did he get injured? Did he fall somewhere? Did something hurt him? Did something drop on him? Because it's a derelict property.
Yes.
Anything can happen, is it?
Yeah.
But we went there and we saw the shock on his face. The look on his face, like he's very shocked, he's very scared. And he was prone up against the wall, like in a defensive position. Then we looked around, nothing there. We asked him what happened. And then Arai was a bit shaken, but then told us, hey, he was behind us, he was walking towards that junction, right? It was that junction already. Because Arai has this torchlight that shines both ways, like one on the body side and one is the normal torch. So he wanted to switch the mode. Okay? He pressed to switch the mode, he just pressed the button, right? The light went off. Because you have to go off, then then the light goes on the other side, like, to switch the mode of the torchlight. He switched it off. He heard something charging at him. He heard footsteps charging at him before he can turn the light on. So charging at him, like something walking, running, towards him, charging, something like that.
Instinctively, he just
instinctively just turned the corner and just went against the wall and turned on the light. And then I think he shouted a bit, lah.
Yeah.
It was, of course, like, if you're in the darkness, total pitch darkness, something's charging at you, and there's nothing there, no one else is there. So at that junction, we stopped. We put our equipment down. We shine the light towards the corridor, make sure, wanted to see if any more movement, anything happened, like, We just stopped there for a while. I think Achik, put the equipment down. We were doing the TikTok live there, Stopped there, see any more activity. Just waited for a while, kept quiet. Then from the staircase, right? The staircase? The above staircase, we heard like tick, 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 tick.
Wow.
We were creeped out. Absolutely creeped out.
The tick 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 is like the marble kind of thing.
Yes. Marble type.
Okay.
From the staircase, above the third or fourth story.
Yeah. Okay. So do you go level 4?
No. After that, we continued on, and then we met up with you guys and went to the other side already. Yeah. It was too creepy.
Yeah. So this is what happened to Arai when he walked alone on level 3.
If you realize the stories that have come out for level 4 and for the ballroom, same thing happened to us, the Wanderers, when we were there for our recce. same areas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one similarity. The second similarity I wish to point out, that marble sound, the bouncing marble sound. I told you I heard it in Hotel
Nikki,
Nikki
yes.
when we were on that Bali duck tour. I heard that same thing. It was on the stairs as well. Tick, 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 coming down. So 2 similarities already.
Wow.
And Hotel Nikki was also crazy.
Yeah. So this is like the third abandoned hotel that I sort of like went to at night. It's all different feel lah, seriously.
But there are some similarities.
Yeah, there are some similarities, but I don't know. It's like,
you know, the super rational Sonia would have said the marbles.
where's the
If
marble
we talk
from?
about HDB, it's the pipes. Remember,
pipes.
that's no pipes. What?
All
nothing
the
is
metal
working.
part be taken out of this building. Where's the pipe?
Yeah, but to hear it on the stairs, how do you explain that? What is it? What did they used to say it was, Achichi? The marble sound. The marble sounds.
Oh, you.
Really?
No, I think the next time I will bring marble, then I play the marble also. I say, will you want to play with me?
Yeah.
Alamak.
If you are here, come play
Please
marbles
the
with
marble.
me.
Yeah, that's. Speaking about Toyo, I think we might spotted something like that. Let's
greenish.
yeah,
small.
no, it's a small black entity.
Yeah.
Then we're supposed to sit there for half an hour. Then they came and stopped us.
Yeah. It was getting too heavy.
Yes.
It was getting too heavy. You can feel the I can call it the vibes or the heaviness was too much. It was too much. It was draining me also. Because normally I practice certain kind of like a protection, you know. I do my own protection, you know. I do my own spiritual, you know, by energy shield and all that. But I was getting drained.
Yes.
I was feeling it. I was getting hammered, man.
Yeah, especially at the end where we found this specific location. Is
Musollah. No, you're too far. You're too far already. There's one more incident. Remember when you?
Yeah. Let's tell the audience what happened when we were isolated. We were away from the isolation point. Yeah.
So at that point, we stopped our isolation. I think they put like a doll, you know, at the point is to, you know, do isolation with a doll. So we were all at the waiting area. This was like
the wing,
area. Yeah.
The leading way to the next wing of the building.
Yeah, this is like 20-30 minutes away. Just you have to go around the corridor and take a left. It was on that side.
Not far.
Not far. So we're all like situated there. We're all like talking. So I think Ami was the first one who felt it. She felt something in the corridor behind us.
Yeah.
She turned and she looked, and suddenly Achik just took off and started running. Yeah. Just started dashing in.
What happened?
And then he ran into there's a small little ballroom there. He ran into the ballroom. And then he almost fell into this particular shaft.
Yeah.
A small little shaft, I think for cables and pipes, all that. He almost fell in there. And when we caught up to him, he said, hey, he saw like a small shadow figure running off. Yeah. He chased that figure into that room.
Yeah.
So we were in the room like trying to see anything else there. No, nothing was like, you know, but wow. You could feel the vibes also. It was damn creepy.
Yes.
It was damn creepy.
Yes.
You can feel it.
Their reaction. At this point we weren't filming us. There's no need for them to act out or whatever.
Nothing.
It's very authentic.
You could see the actual reactions. They were actually freaked out as well. You can see the stress in their faces.
When Achik make a dash, I thought he's like somebody steal his something. I
don't know. Suddenly just started running. Then we were all taking out. Then
he's on the defense mode. It's like we all saw it. Then all of us, of course, follow him because we are afraid that he might something. Then he said that he saw the thing that jumped into that little shaft, and the shaft is
a shadow person.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So this is after the isolation when we are at the linkage way between the old building and the new building. So even that side also have some issue. Yeah.
This whole place is nothing but creepy. And having been there several times,
Yeah. Do you guys know about there's this sorry.
Musollah.
Yeah, the Musollah
Yep.
at the below the ballroom.
Yes.
Yeah, because we didn't go there during the daytime. So at during our night walk, we went there, and something happened to me and Ami. So let's share.
Oh,
You hear a
yes, yes,
footstep?
yes. It's a connection. So because the portal went, the portal is like
There are two rooms.
it's like that. If you want to see, right, it's like that. So whatever in between, right, it goes like that, diagonally up.
Oh.
So that is why even when we were in the second floor, on the second floor, I can still see the rift. It's like a rift like that. I don't know how to put it in words. Yeah, so that is why I'm like, the thing is still here, which means that people, the entities can still pass through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I vividly remember when we enter the room, I think that was when your first torchlight start to go off. I think one of the torchlight went off. Then
Correct.
I
My
heard
torch.
yes, or the torch we can talk about later. Then I heard a very visible footstep outside the room.
Oh snap!
Yeah, that was the scariest footstep, and I mentioned to Sara that this kind of footsteps is not fidgety things like maybe insects movement, or it's a real footstep and I can feel a presence telling us that they are there. But you mentioned that the place is a portal, so it is quite
The
it's
movements
quite
is very active. Yeah. Truthfully, right, I'm really thankful that you are not someone who would like, ooh, like
no
very
no.
yeah.
No,
So
no, no, no.
really thankful because if I were to have someone who is like that, right, I cannot focus on my
Concentrate.
composition.
Yes.
Yeah. So I need to focus on you. I need to focus on the surroundings. So
Right.
that it's divided. So that is where when we were on the second floor outside the ballroom. Remember,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Yeah.
there's a stairs leading down.
Leading down,
And
which
then,
we never went in the daytime.
correct. There's like,
Yes.
So I was compelled to go down, I was
Who
really,
was compared? I thought your audience, your Foxys urging you to go down. I remember.
some say don't. Some
Or some
say
say
go
don't.
down. Yeah, some say don't. Yeah, so there's like, okay guys, let's go down. So when we go down, we say, what is this place? So because the stairs leading down is going to the Musollah. Musollah is the Muslim prayer hall.
Prayer
In
hall.
case you guys do not know, in case the viewers do not know, Musollah is a prayer hall for the Muslims. Okay, so there is like, this one is the hall. So I thought like wherever it leads to, the whole place is just the Musollah. But no, the Musollah is to the right under the staircase. The whole space there. So I'm like, oh my god. So thinking like maybe you used to be a prayer room, right? So most likely like the energy within the space is positive. Correct or not?
Yes.
Logically you would think like that, what? Because people
Yeah,
pray
you
there.
logic. Yeah.
So that is where because I was holding the camera, so my focus is on the screen.
The screen.
I wasn't focusing much on you, but I can sense you, I can feel you. So that is where I don't have much worry. So when I went into the room, there wasn't any lagging, so it was very clear. So I was focusing on the ablution point. Okay, the ablution point where they cleanse themselves, per se. So that is where I remember you were standing behind me.
Correct.
Yeah, you were standing behind me, and then I was like still looking at the comment, blah blah blah, just to make sure that there's no lag, just to make sure. And then the moment I turned, I didn't see you.
Oh.
The moment when I turned, there was already an entity that is facing me. So
Covering
that's I'm
me.
like, okay, who are you? That is where I see that. If Muslim ladies when they pray, they always wear that white color.
Yes.
So I was surprised, like, who are you? And then the fact that she wasn't looking the most pleasant, because her whole face is just black.
Oh.
Her whole face is just black. And the moment I turned, right, the first thing that she told me was, leave from this room. Get out from here. Leave from this room, get out from here.
Yeah.
And then that is where I'm like, okay, so my vision is already focusing on you because you were still lost. You were still like macam don't know what you were doing.
I was like very fresh to this place. That I saw you call it the ablution. It's like a cleaning place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
was
that
like,
is where
just,
when I turned, you were facing me, ma. I remember that you were
yeah.
facing me. So my focus weren't at you, you know. My focus was all those that were around you is already like they were like
Wow.
grouping to like
Covered. I'm surrounded by them.
surrounded. That's why I said, okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. That's why you were like, what happened, what happened? Get out, get out, get out, get out. You know
No,
what I say?
no. I remember what you said is sorry. Then you just walk
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, I remember I said that.
So
Because
when
they
that's
won't.
the case, I know something is not right. I just follow. I don't ask question.
I
Yeah.
love people who are like this. They will just listen first and then later
No,
I will tell.
because I don't know the place. I don't know. Is it? It looks like a very. It's like you said, prayer room. The place is quite clean actually. The whole place is quite
Right?
clean. The wall is quite still very pretty, keeping quite new, nice and clean. So it's when something very strange to me. Is a comparison from the ballroom. Remember, and it's so close.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but when the moment you were like, no, we gotta go. I just okay, let's go. I don't want to ask any
Yeah.
question. Then I don't know, you mentioned or you just say we will answer, we will
Later,
reply,
later.
explain later. Let's get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
When that's the case, my sensors tell me, this place is not
No good.
so good.
No
Yeah, the
good.
vibe is not so good. Better not say anything, Yeah, not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is where like okay. Um even then also I never share with you. After we left that place,
Mm.
I never actually share
No,
with
you
you.
didn't.
Yeah,
Until
because
until the end when after the isolation, yeah. So
Mm.
I was actually in the room and we saw the things there. In and from Army later that this place where he saw this black face entity, they were trapped inside this room. Yeah. They didn't come out from the room. When we went back for our live stream later, and that's also the place where Sara got his energy got totally drained. He was feeling sleepy. Then Arai had scratches on his neck. Yeah.
It was just so eventful,
Just
so
one
many.
just one night of activity. Yeah. And from your side, the first time I heard was the basement KTV room. I think luckily we didn't go, so thank goodness.
It was just whatever limited time we had on the property, already it was so terrible. I can't imagine if I had continued on, how much further
No, no,
drained I
no.
would
I
have
think
been.
both of you done is um the best mean because you need to be physically for the rest of the parabex. So you need to recover or at least try to be at least get back some of your energy because from the point that both of you say that you can't do it, we knew that you're already at your the limit.
Yeah, because you know us.
Yeah.
You know that even when we are sick, we will follow through.
Yeah.
And we are not the type to, to give up or to raise a white flag to something like a physical ailment. We are the kind that we push through these things. So it had to be very, very bad. And it
Yes.
was. We were completely wiped out.
Yeah. So
Unfortunately, I have to apologize for that because
no.
you
That's
can't
nothing to
plan,
be
you can't
apologized
plan for
for.
these things.
If it's any of us, I would. The first instinct I have is go back and rest because we were saying if you are physically, mentally, or emotionally you're not well, better don't participate in any of the thing. But just that
Yeah,
we didn't anticipate that both of you were
yeah.
not.
I wish I could stay throughout the night. But it's really take a toll on me because I've been perspiring like crazy.
Yeah. So
Body was fighting already, was fighting something physical.
yeah. So uh after that
Well, it was
the
just
whole
off the chart.
usually the live stream from TPC, they will climax to the isolation, and this time me and Sara did the isolation at the other building that we mentioned about is on the staircase. So uh, this is from the viewers from their side that they saw entities started to crowding again. I mean, both of us, we don't dare to turn our head and everything, but I usually what they will do is army will summon them to come over. So at this point, they why they chose this place for the isolation is because there are multiple points where people the entities can come in. So we are sitting on the staircase. Then behind on the second floor, the third floor, they audience started. Those who can see, they actually took screenshots of the
Good job.
yeah. I saw one of it. It's really really creepy. Yeah, yeah. So
If we can we see it as well?
the screenshot, yeah, I
Yeah.
tried to. I think it's with Chacha. I don't have it. Yeah. So, but
Okay, it'll be good to
yeah,
if we can see it and then we can also
definitely, yeah.
dissect it a little bit. Yeah.
So, this is generally, I mean, even at the very end when we went out of the building, because we cut short our isolation, they went back to the Musollah to take more live streaming at that point. Then we went out of the building, and even Sarah has some feeling of after coming out. Maybe we'll hear what he say.
Can see. I'll share another experience as well.
Okay.
So at that point, I'm sitting down. I'm feeling drained.
Yeah.
I think you guys were doing your thing and you're doing your live stream and all that. When you were done, you say, okay, let's go. We all left quite fast, from that point to the base, which
Base.
was outside the building, near the security guards guardhouse lah. Once you reach that point, I was completely awake.
Oh.
Because when you're sleeping all the way, man. How come is that I walk like 15 minutes away and all of a sudden I'm like 100% awake.
Yeah.
Completely awake, completely energetic,
The vibe totally off. I mean,
the pressure was off and somehow I was okay. I was back to normal again.
So imagine if we will stay there even longer. I don't know what kind of.
I think for me, I think that it was a defense mechanism. I think my energy, my shield was working overtime almost. So it was really draining. I was tired, man. I was really tired. That day I was really tired.
Yeah.
I was really drained. But when we went out, I went outside to our base, the guardhouse there. I was okay. I was awake again. I wasn't like sleepy or dozing off, nothing like that. Completely awake, completely aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing, we're outside, everything is done. I can still hear things, tippy tappy in the building.
The building.
Second, third floor, you can still hear things, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, no one's up there. What's making that noise?
Crazy.
It's not like animal or bats or anything. It's like wooden pieces, like moving. You can hear the kind of sounds.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so and what happens after that? I think what happened to Arai after that was a bit even more scary. I think here for me better lah. What happened to him while we're leaving and while we almost finished filming? That was insane.
Yes.
That was next level insane.
He got scratches on the.
He got scratched. Oh my goodness.
Those
were not normal scratches,
Yeah.
Because there were scratches on his neck here.
Yeah.
There were 3 scratches from his back all the way down,
Yes.
All the way down. So it's not like we were trying to do for him or anything. It was all 3 line scratches all the way down his back, If you see any other paranormal investigation, they say it's like a demonic attack lah.
Yeah.
This is a typical demonic attack.
Yeah. In the Western world.
They call it demonic attack. Scratches and then 3 lines down. And under the shirt,
Yeah.
Going under the shirt. So it's not like we are trying to be funny or anything.
But from Ami, she mentioned that it was the same entity that was playing with him. It's more like playing the same one that he charging towards him. Yeah. So it all tied up in the end. Yeah. So
it's crazy, man.
and also one thing after we got back together at the base and we talked about it, and after the whole thing, stated that it is quite dangerous. Of course, one person, if you go and do the walking, is of course dangerous lah. Which Arai did. He didn't have a partner, so he did himself.
But he was close to us. He wasn't like very far away. He was always in our line of sight. Is he?
Correct. But then with you guys, it become 3%.
Yeah.
Odd number is also an issue. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So believe it or not, it's up to you. So that was one of the thing is like, and that's a lot.
And this location, I don't know why. Okay, even after we finished, right? We went off. Everything was done. Went to have our supper. Even at the supper spot, I was sitting down. Again, I felt getting drained. I don't know why.
Oh.
I felt getting drained again. Because they say these things follow you for a while. Maybe it was following me. I don't know.
Maybe.
But sitting there, I was getting drained again.
Yeah.
After I finish, go to the hotel room, I'm awake again. Like nothing happened in the hotel room, by the time nothing followed, but
luckily,
I mean, this location definitely is haunted. Guarantee you.
No doubt. This is confirmed. Guaranteed. Too many. No coincidence. It's too many proven that.
Too many incidents. It's too active.
Yeah.
But just like even the caretaker himself has stories of the place.
Yeah.
I heard that the caretaker himself also don't really like to go for walks at night. Is that the case? Did he mention to you guys or something?
I did.
No. He still do his rounds at night.
Seldom.
Seldom.
But I think you remember the red small jacket?
The bellboy jacket. Yes.
Sort of, but it's a smaller size, right?
Yes.
So when I did a walk with the caretaker itself, he was surprised, to see, hey, whose shirt is this? I said, no. In the daytime we came, we already saw this thing here. Then he said, but yesterday I did my round, I didn't see anything. Say, shit. They were asking, who bring it? I said, no, none of us bring this kind of clothes to here. It's already there when we are doing our recce.
Yeah. Wow. So, audience of Out There podcast, this is, if you are interested, you are skeptic or whatever, your mindset will be changed when you join us to one of these places.
We're giving it a lot of power. I'm feeling drained as we talk about it.
Oh, really? Okay. I share something. Within, because I was making after the interview, I think with Sara, I was making the video until quite late at night. Then my wife was, because I'm doing it in my room, my wife suddenly felt something like sleep paralysis. Then then she said she needed to do some chanting before she can get away that kind of suffocating kind of.
The more we talk about it, the more we give it power, the more belief. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
From just now, I don't know whether you realize when I had my head back, it's because I can feel the pressure in the base of my skull again.
I only can see me only in this video. I cannot see KK, I cannot see Sonia.
Oh, really? Oh, because you're using a phone now, because I'm sharing the screen, right?
Oh.
Yeah, just yeah, so but I mean
Cici will be able to tell if he sees me, because he can tell when my energy drains. I felt it go.
Okay, let
and
me
there
stop
was, I don't know,
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one point where I was doing this. It's because I can feel pressure in the base of my skull. That's number one. Number two, I could feel my energy draining and I had to do something to counter it already. The more we talk about this, and we are giving it power.
True. That one I think it's because there's some belief that this thing can, once you think about them or you give them credence,
Yeah, because they're thinking, oh, I'm being talked about. Let's go see what they're saying. Or,
yeah,
yeah. So, oof,
yeah,
this one's a toughie. And as you have said, so many different incidences. Chichi has experiences
yes,
there. I have
yes.
experiences there, not just on this trip, but prior trip even. So it's one of these locations just off the charts. And people that come with us, we were saying there's something controversial was said in the comment section of that last one. And this person had said, are we inviting trouble
No, he said
by
that
going into
the
places
way
like that?
that we keep saying that we are not invoking, we are not showing disrespect to the place, then if as urbex, as urban explorer, you just keep going to these places, like for example your house, even though the visitors just come in, they just say, oh, we're not by disrespectful, we just come in to explore this place. You are causing disturbance to the owner of the place. That's what the point of view. So in that case,
But these entities are not owners of the
no, it's
space
not.
either. They are also passing through.
Yes,
They are
yeah, that's
also
what I heard.
seeking
Yeah.
shelter. Yes. So they are not owners, so to speak,
Mm,
of the place.
yeah.
And we too are passing through. We are also energetic beings just like them. We may have a vessel, they do not. But it doesn't change the fact that we are all passing through.
Yes.
And being respectful is the only way to conduct ourselves. And if people ask, do you have gurus at your disposal? Yes, we are a phone
Yeah.
call away from the help or higher help as and when necessary, as and when needed. So if people are truly curious, right, don't just watch the lives. Come for these trips, experience it for yourself,
Especially if you
and see.
think that we are just making cock and bull stories out of nothing, just come lah, experience. Seriously, that's from the start of out there. You guys keep pushing me towards to experience for myself, right? And I am a believer. I was never a skeptic. I am always believe what you all say. So when I'm there, I can feel it for myself, and I cannot feel anything. I'm very inside.
Yeah, you're the kind that's not very sensitive, but to be put into these positions now where you can finally speak from your own experience.
Then also for me is beside my own experience, as I told Sara, is like I didn't regret going this particular hotel, this Batam trip, because it's an experience for me. Then it's also give me the opportunity to talk to people like Achik, like Ami, like Arai, who have their own experience and can tell me about their beliefs, because I have my own set of knowledge which I can share as well. So it's a very
That's
interesting
why
kind of session that
it's it's like a melting pot, right?
yeah.
Where people of similar passion, similar interests gather together, kind of exchange notes. One of the things that I always say, and Chichi knows this about me, I always tell any of my participants, point out what you see, because I don't know everything. If you know something that I don't, please share so that all of us can benefit. And this is what the sharing sessions are for. When we take trips like that together and we talk about different things, we are increasing our own knowledge as well.
And through
Yeah, but for me, I think is for myself. I will just say that don't believe what we say. Come down and experience it. Experience all these things.
on yourself, yeah.
Correct.
Then in this way, we also have a shared experience, which we can So maybe take this opportunity, then we can talk about the next Parabex. There's one coming out in December as well. Yeah.
That's right. That's going to be on the 13th of December, and it will span the 14th and 15th as well. We leave on the 13th at night. So you don't have to take any leave whatsoever. And this trip will be up north in Malaysia again to KL, to Kuala Lumpur. So if you've been following our stories, you've been following what we do, you've been listening to the podcast, and this is something that you wish to experience for yourself, don't just take our word for it. Like what Cici said, come down, experience it for yourself. If you're curious, if you want your own personal experiences, even if it's just to prove us wrong,
Yes.
come.
Yeah. Yes. So I think, are you sure it's 13? That means we are leaving on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
You sure or not? Wait,
Yes, I'm sure.
oh yeah, you're right. Oh, okay. Friday the 13th, December, Friday the 13th to 15th
15.
of December.
15.
Yeah.
And
KL.
15th
Yeah.
we come back.
It's a
Yes.
whole
So it's 2 days, 2
night.
nights. We try and do it over 2 days, 2 nights, so that you don't have to take a lot of leave. It's done over a weekend. If you wish to come with your families, you don't have to bring your families to our
yeah.
activities. You
Yeah.
can leave them safe, but you as the interested party or participant, you're welcome to come. Just inquire. You can ask any of us here for details,
Yeah, I will
and then we'll put you in
add all
in touch.
the who you can contact with and all the, because they between the TPC and the Weekend Wanderers, they have created the Parabex Instagram and TikTok channel, which I think Chacha is the one in charge, but a lot of nice
She's
video.
helping.
Yeah.
She's helping
Yeah,
managing
so
she's helping to
if
manage that
you-
because we are also strapped.
of course, you guys later you all can tell what your upcoming itinerary also.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of videos that they shared, and also do visit. I do notice the paranormal consultants, they have updated their YouTube channel as well with the recent Parabex, the past 2 Parabex videos, the live stream they are sharing on, so you can see what we have been through at that ground there. Yeah, but as sometime through, like at this particular Batam hotel, right? When I watched, I think it was last year when you guys, the 2 of you with Yacht, you all went for the live stream on Chichi channel. The vibe, we can feel that, oh, it's creepy, but still I don't feel that bad until you are at that place yourself. Yeah. Until you are at that place yourself. And the things are even scarier is after that, when we come back and we talk about it. That's why when I during the interview with Ami, with Sara, every time I can feel my goosebumps. Maybe also because we are talking about this kind of thing also. But
Yes.
I've been through that myself. Okay, so beside the Parabex that we went, I believe you guys have some been on little trip yourself. Like Sonia went on a temple run in India. Yeah, maybe you
Yes.
can.
The one that we did, the recording we did with Achik, I was on the temple
Yes.
run, and I told my own story about that as well.
Yeah, that was on the Halloween one. Yeah, so but
Yeah.
you are planning for thinking of bringing people for this. Yeah.
Yes, so there is a trip in February next year where we will go to India for a spiritual journey. Now, India, whenever we talk about India, people are afraid because there's so much bad press about India, and they're afraid to explore India. So you don't have to be afraid. You come with me. You will also have Murali, who is a guru.
The guru, yeah.
Yes, and we will be co-hosting a trip to Varanasi as well as to another place for something known as the Kumbha Melam. Kumbha Melam? I have to get the pronunciation right. But it is for a festival that only takes place once in 12 years.
Wow.
And it is at the confluence of 3 rivers. It is a spiritual celebration, and we will be there in 2 different locations, and Prayagraj is where we'll be first, and then we'll travel by train. So you get that experience as well into Varanasi, which is the spiritual center of North India. Now, there will be opportunities to perform and partake in some rituals if you so wish. Some of these activities are optional, but it is also to immerse yourself in the culture, the spirituality, to observe, to see, and we'll do a little bit of charity as well. So please ask about those itineraries if you're interested or you want more information.
Yeah.
That takes place next year in February. That's one trip that takes place next year. But Cici and I, on the 25th of November, we will be headed to Nepal, which is also a highly, highly spiritual place. And I'm excited to introduce Nepal to Cici as well as other participants that are coming on this trek. It is a trek, but
Oh,
for them to
trek,
also feel.
it's not paranormal.
Oi! You signed up for the wrong trip, is it?
You can make it
So
your own paranormal trip.
you can,
Yeah.
you can. We will be doing a day tour in Nepal to the cremation grounds. So we'll see if we can pick anything up while we are there.
Huh?
Yeah, Cici?
Pick what up?
Pick something
Aiyo,
up. I don't
okay.
know. Let's go there. Spend a little bit of time, you know. We'll see. We'll see what we can get out of there. And also because I have Cici there, I've been to this cremation ground. But this time I will be doing something different. So let's see what comes out of Nepal. But we leave on the 25th. So if you follow us on all of our platforms, you can follow, you can keep up to date with what we get
Yes.
up to.
Join the
as well.
Telegram group. I mean,
Yes, there's so many
there's
trips
so many
planned, and
things, so many
they're all of
activities. Yeah.
different nature. We have local activities as well, locally in Singapore. So, join the Telegram group, pick something that you're interested in, and have that adventurous spirit in you.
Yeah. So I think we can roughly wrap up the show. At the end,
because this is already
I'd like
like
to
1
thank a
hour,
lot
40
to Army
minutes.
Fox from the Foxy Oracle as well as Saravanan for the interview behind our.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing.
Ending. Yeah.
That is why for me, right, personally, I welcome skeptics. If you don't believe in the spiritual world, I love you.
Yeah, welcome
Really.
to join us. Welcome to join us. I mean, you can hold your skepticism, but please take care of each other, lah. That's all I say.
Correct.
Okay, thank you today to Ami for joining us. You want to share your platform, your social media, so that people can join you for your TikTok
Social
live
handle.
stream.
Firstly, I would like
yes.
to thank KK here for giving me the
problem.
opportunity to talk with you, to share my experience for the previous Parabex trip in Batam. So for those people who are interested to get to know me more closer, more deeper, based on what I am doing as a professional spiritualist, professional spiritual consultant, therapist, and also healer, you can follow me on my social handle, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, the Foxy Oracle. Yeah.
I will put in our video as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Take care.
So it's a very heavy sharing session about this place, and
yes, it's so heavy that I'm still feeling the drain.
Yeah, but I was a bit hesitant to go for the KL one, but yeah, I think I'll go. Shit.
Why are you hesitant?
Christmas coming, ma. It's the season to be merry. It's not a season to be scary, what? Yeah.
Look, Mariah Carey's has come out of
already,
deep freeze. It's already scary.
JDT
Okay,
is
everywhere.
is angry with me with that, bringing the curse to him. Yeah, but I do have a end of the year thing with my family also. Yeah, so
Yes,
it's a good
I
time
understand.
to meet friends, meet with your family, have a good time. It's coming December, end of the year. I seriously, I don't know where did 2024 went.
Fast.
I don't know what happened.
It's so quick.
The only thing I remember is we starting this podcast and we shared a lot of Parabex, which is the most exciting thing, and all the hiking that we did. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything else already. Yeah.
So 2024 has been filled for you, KK. Hiking, Parabex, one dark tour.
Mm.
So you've achieved so much in 2024
Yeah.
because you've stepped out of your comfort zone.
Definitely, yeah. Because, and also because of this, through this platform, I get to meet a lot of new people who have some, whether they are interested or not, but we all are tied together with certain kind of interest lah. There's always underlying interest. Then the common denominator is the positive vibe that
Yes.
from the people I met through the hikes and the Parabex and from all walks of life. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for all the people I've met. Yeah, and to get all the positive vibe. Yeah, so I think that's about it. We end it. My usual line: don't be square, get out there. Cici,
You can't see me, but I can see you.
Sonia.
Get
Good night,
out!
everybody.
Good night.
Night.